one more time. 11 minutes, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. In case you're watching the game, you can follow along. 11 minutes and 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. Okay, we had a few people in the stream. We lost the stream. I don't understand the stream. Whatever's going on, it's above my head. It's beyond me. But we're back. So let's try this again. Um, I hope this works. I don't know why it stopped. It just froze, and all I could see was me like this. And I wasn't rampantly agreeing on something. It was frozen. I know it was frozen. So we had someone called Vegner in the stream. We had someone from Iran, Samar, I think it was, or Samir. So let's have a look. What does this do? Retouch on. Oh, wow. Makes you look a little bit more made up. Anyway, what does this do? Highlight. Save to something. No, okay. All right. Well, I hope this is working. It seems to be working. It says live. We're streaming. We're good. So, if I press there, what does that do? Okay, share, chat filter. Cool. Okay, so we press on. We press on as if nothing happened. We are here once again. Let me just reset this room. God, that's me going back into Clubhouse days during the 2020 till 2022 time. We are at 13 minutes and 2 seconds, and it looks like in amongst all of this hullabaloo, Chelsea have got a penalty. Mudryk and Nkunku are debating who's going to take it. Not this again. We saw this last season. Cole Palmer obviously not on the pitch, so it's very, I guess, up in the air who's going to be taking it. Even though Madueke is on the pitch, so that's a little bit frustrating because we know Madueke is a good penalty taker. Nkunku is stepping up to take this penalty. He is waiting for the referee's signal. We're already 13 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock. Nkunku steps up and he buries it into the bottom corner. He's also a good penalty taker, you've got to say. So it's 1-0 to Chelsea. The Chelsea fans are going wild. There's lots of Chelsea fans around the stadium because it's not sold out. The away end is sold out. So if you were a Chelsea fan and you went to Basel today, you could have got a ticket in the home end, as long as you don't mind potentially being seen or found. It's a brilliant penalty, absolutely unsavable, right in the bottom left corner. Fantastic goal. And it's 1-0 to Chelsea, so 3-0 on aggregate. And this should now become something of a training exercise. Hopefully, we can see a little bit more from this kind of half second team. So we've got definitely in goal Philip Jorgensen, who many think is actually better than Robert Sanchez. I haven't seen enough of him to say that for sure. He was pretty solid in the one game he's got so far. I'm not a big fan of Sanchez. It's a channel fact. Anyone who watches this channel knows that I'm not a huge fan of Sanchez. I think he's a liability, even though he's a good ball playing goalkeeper and he does the role well when that role is required, as we saw, for example, at the weekend, 6-2 win against Wolves. The second goal from Palmer, his first goal, the second goal of the to make it 2-2, was this unbelievable long ball from Sanchez. That vision to just flick it 60 yards into the last third, and for Jackson then to flick on and to be beautifully finished by Cole Palmer with that deft touch. Unbelievable. I think any fan from any club can say Cole Palmer is on an absolute tear right now. Perhaps that's what Sanchez is all about, is that forward thinking, get that ball forward, and also playing as the kind of extra centre back when we're playing at the back. Giving the ball away there cheaply, but won back well by Enzo. 16 minutes and 8 seconds to go. 9, 10, 11, 12, in case you are watching the game. Please no spoilers. Don't spoil the game. If your stream is ahead of mine, just celebrate the goals once everyone else has seen it from the stream. That would be really handy. I'm definitely going to create all these necessary graphics, and probably next time we'll stream from the laptop. I know that the camera's a lot better on my phone. That's why I just flicked it on for this first one. But we're all learning here, guys. It's a new channel. We're growing it together. So, um, indeed, where was I? Yes, Robert Sanchez. Bit of a liability. I love Petrovic. I love Giorgio Petrovic. I thought he was solid. He was one of the best players we had last season, to be honest. And it's a shame that he's not getting a look in. And actually, it looks very much. I think it might have even been confirmed. Um, is it confirmed? I think it might be confirmed that he's going to go to the sister club Strasbourg to do a full season there and apparently learn how to do the ball playing at the back goalkeeper. Um, I'm in two minds about that. I think it's probably good for him in some sense to up those skills because it's obviously what Enzo Maresca wants, this kind of ball playing goalkeeper. But I must say, I feel a bit bad for him because he was solid last season and he really brought a certain level of, I don't know, calmness, class to the back line, which we just didn't have at all. I've said this as well. Oof, Servette with a good chance there, flicking it in from a free kick. Let's not let these guys back into the game, huh? We've got five people in the uh, chat today. We've got Lucas on fire. He's saying, if I can say, I like your style, Lucas. I like your style. You're playing riddles here. You're playing a game. Let's play this game. So he wants me to say this particular character. It's the ring with the couple of dots above it, right? You're testing me, my friend, and I like it. I like it. It's a good style. So, one way that I could say this, for example, is my favorite Radler in Germany is called Gösser. Gösser. So it's like an like an Gösser. What do you think, Lucas? Ah, you don't speak English nor Deutsch. Wie klingt das denn? Gösser. Habe ich das richtig gesagt? We're waiting, ladies and gentlemen, for the German seal of approval on my pronunciation of the word Gösser. A lovely. Oh, thank you. Nice German. Hey, das bedeutet viel. Das bedeutet viel. It's really nice. It means a lot to have a German say, you speak well in German. Dankeschön, mein Freund. Lukas, on fire. Thank you for joining the stream. Maybe we can do a German stream one day if we have enough German fans who want to hear my rambles about all kinds of stuff. Lukas, maybe you will enjoy this. I'll say this also in German. Es gibt ganz viele Videos auf meinem Kanal, wo ich beim EM war. Also ich war immer jeden Tag fast auf der Fanmile hier in Berlin und wir hatten einfach viel Spaß. Es gibt Stunden von Videos und Content. Wir haben Interviews gemacht. Darkfire sagt auch, was geht. We've got Lucas on fire. We've got Darkfire. It's like a fire theme at the moment. Was geht, wie geht's? Ja, good, Bruder. Und bei dir, wie läuft's? Wie läuft's? Cool. We've got some Germans in the house. I'd like to know what your team is. Who do you support? Uh, oh, sprichst gutes Deutsch. Hey, man, you guys are making me feel really, really confident right now. Danke für die ganz tolle Aussage, dass ich Deutsch kann, dass ich gut Deutsch kann. Das bedeutet viel, wenn jemand aus Deutschland das sagt. Dankeschön. Ich weiß, ich habe ein bisschen Akzent immer noch. Man, ähm, man kriegt das hin, also man weiß sofort, dass ich keine Deutsche bin, aber ich mag ganz viele Mühe und will das immer verbessern. So, thanks again, Darkfire and Lucas Fire. I think most people in this room speak German, so Germany is a hard speak, but you can. Oh, that's really nice, man. Thank you. Danke and Darkfire. Verstehe trotzdem alles. Thank you. Danke. Es geht nur um das Verstehen. Ähm, Ganz anders war das bei meiner Versicherung. Einmal habe ich angerufen und sie hat das nicht verstanden. Und sie war eigentlich ein bisschen fies. Sie hat einfach hart geantwortet, so wie, was sagen Sie? Ich verstehe gar nichts. Und ich so, äh, ich habe das einfach äh, wiederholt und sie so, ich verstehe gar nichts. Können Sie das bitte deutlicher sagen? Right? Super fies. Aber anderen sagen, hey, du kannst ganz gut Deutsch. So, ich bin manchmal verwirrt. Ich bin manchmal unsicher, ob mein Deutsch gut ist oder nicht, wegen meinem Akzent. Aber ja, so cool. Um, Asenblut is saying in English, hey, since when do you learn German? It's been about 4 years, roughly, 4 and a bit years. Um, and but pretty hardcore, like living in Germany and really wanting to speak German, which is makes a big difference. Like what I feel like once you flick the switch in your head and you say, I want to learn it, and you force yourself to speak it with people around you, and you don't just do that. Do you speak English? Können Sie auch English? And you kind of force yourself to make mistakes. I feel like you can learn it actually quite quickly. Um, it helps, I think, as well to like learning languages. I do like to learn languages. Um, and I think again, it's all internal. Like, do you really want to learn this? And if so, the switch flicks in your mind, and then you start learning. Um, we've got some people, yeah. So yeah, Darkfire is saying net, and then Lucas is saying, yeah, your German is really good. Thank you, Lucas. Really appreciate it. So the Fire brothers are, as you guys didn't know each other. You guys just happened to both have fire, the word, and fire, the emoji in your name. Like this is cool. This is a like you guys are like brothers from other mothers or something. The Fire Bros have arrived to the stream at the same time just by chance. Einfach Zufall. Feuer. Feuerleute sind hier dabei. Bro, why can't you speak German? So where are you from? Germany. Bro, why can't you speak German? Ich kann Deutsch. Ach so. Aber wenn du es nicht sprichst, wird es ja nicht besser. The Fire Bros. Fire Bros. You heard it here first. War hier zuerst gesagt. Genau. My stream is no longer working. I'm resetting that, but the stream here, the live stream, is working this time. Looks like there's no hiccups. I don't know what happened that first time. So the first 10 minutes of the stream are in a different video, which is a little bit annoying, but mustn't grumble. And here we are. We're reopening this. What's going on? What's going on? So we've got 4 people in the house at the moment. Who else is here? So we've got 2 people here. We've got the Fire Bros talking. You guys are having a nice Unterhaltung. Everything is cool. And we've got 2 other people here. So tell us who you are. Say hello. Man kann dich sehr gut verstehen. Manche Leute sind echt blöd. Thank you. Danke. What he said there is that I'm actually quite easy to understand. Some people are just, like dumb or silly. And I think it is the case that sometimes I find here in Germany, it can happen that you just come across someone who's a little bit unwilling to meet in the middle. Like I know I don't speak perfectly, but they're also unwilling to shift even just a little bit to think, okay, what could he mean? I know that I say the R differently, but if you kind of it's I always equate it to if you're hearing a German person speaking in English and they can't speak English very well, let's say worse than I can speak German, then you can obviously hear that they're saying things like there was sometime when the car was there, and obviously that's not how we speak English. But if you just switch your brain on, you can say, okay, they're really trying, and the words are there was a car. You know, like we just say it differently, but you can understand what the person's saying. I'm sure that German people, Polish people, all kinds of people who live in England and America have this problem that a lot of English people are blood like that. They just won't make that slight little change just to try and understand you. So it says, man kann dich sehr gut verstehen. So say this. So the team is, I would have said back in the day, Bayern Munich, right? But now that I've learned it, it's Bayern München. Bayern München. It's not Bayern München, it's Bayern München. I know it's an U, right? Gemüse. It's a different letter. I've learned that. Um, but it took a little bit of time, and I know that the pronunciation's still not great. So I'm working on it still. But I really appreciate your kind words, Lucas and Darkfire. You guys are really sweet. Um, Azenblut is saying it's the same for me in English. I'm still trying to improve my skills, but there are those days I feel like I understand almost nothing. Yeah, right. Totally, totally. Language learning is a whole thing. You know, it's like it makes a lot. It makes a big difference. I don't know where you're based, Azenblut. Yeah, Saren. Thanks for coming back. I don't know what happened to the last stream. Not sure what happened. I just saw my own face going like this, and I wasn't actually doing that. It was the stream. So I was like, oh wow, okay. Okay, so Azenblut's also in Germany, right? Cool. So we got the three Germans, but you write very well in English, um, for what it's worth. You know, very good writing, a good sentence structure, good vocab. So yeah, it looks like you're doing really well. Here's another thing that always happens when I speak to Germans in English. So when I first started learning German, sometimes, like I said, you get the type of German who won't meet you in the middle, but very often you get the one who actually will, and moreover, they will enjoy speaking English. They want to practice, they want to learn, they like that they're getting a chance to speak in English. Even sometimes in businesses, when you call and they say, ooh, I speak a little, and then you get into a conversation with them and their English is better than a lot of people who I know that are from England, right? So it's all a confidence thing. A lot of people speak a lot better English than they think. So Azenblut, this is for you. I bet you also speak way better English than you think. You're saying that sometimes you feel you understand almost nothing. I think it's probably a lot to do with accents. I think I've got quite a neutral accent, quite an easy one to understand. But where I grew up as well, moving around a lot in Scotland and all kinds of places, the accents can be really tough. Australian, some American, Irish, like New Zealand, South Africa, like these are all really, really hard accent. Azenblut says, "No, man, I have a hard accent." Okay, fair enough, man. Fair enough. It's hard. It's hard. I think German to English and English to German is a really hard accent to fix. Like you can hear the way I'm speaking English. All of my R's, all of the sounds are at the front of my mouth. Like I'm speaking like this. I'm saying it's a really hard accent to change when you speak German. It's all at the front. German, are you there? Whereas in German, it's all at the back. In English, to us, like before I learned German, it sounds so aggressive, the German language. Even a smooth German accent sounds aggressive because it's all at the back of the throat. It's like ein Radler bitte, and it's all like Kast, like Krankheit, Krankenversicherung, Versicherung, Krankenversicherung. So I've had to train using the back of the throat for this pronunciation to get those R's and those K's, and little things like the CH is kind of like an X sound, like Eichhörnchen, like uh, yeah, that's a good example. Eichhörnchen, squirrel. right? Squirrel is probably quite a hard thing to say if you're German, because it's that R, like squirrel. It's hard, man. It's hard for both of us. Darkfire says, I was last in Namibia for my personal English. It was good. Wow, amazing. Super das, du das, oops, ist auch echt schwer. Yeah, thanks. I do have to practice because it's really hard. When I first moved here, I would order like ich hätte gern ein Radler bitte, and they would give me a Fanta because they just don't know what I was saying. You have to really try and force the sound to come from the back of the mouth in order to be understood. And I'm sure it's exactly the same for Germans going to England. Like, can I please get a I don't know, even if you said Radler at the bar, no one would understand what you mean. But if you said Radler, we do say Radler sometimes. We call it a shandy, but so people would understand what that means if you said Radler with an R like that. So it's tough. It's tough. Another sound that's super hard is the th. This is brutal for Germans. And so many words in English are using the th. So we say like with both the name Seth, you there was this thought I I there was once a thought I thought to myself that that's super hard for Germans. They say, there was a thought that I thought, and I can understand that because I speak to a lot of Germans who are speaking in English, but really hard, man, really hard. It's not easy to learn um, the pronunciation. I think the pronunciation for me is way harder to learn than the vocabulary, the grammar, and to just feel comfortable speaking. Two completely different things. So, yeah, we are at 28 minutes and 54 minutes in this game. It's still 1-0 to Chelsea, and looking good, looking good. But to be honest, it's not been that exciting a game, and this conversation about language has been more interesting, which probably says a lot. Um, got a couple of likes. Thank you very much for the like. Does make a big difference. And that's it, man. That's it. So it's good to be live. It's good to be doing this. I feel like it's been a long time coming. This channel has been crying out for it. I was spending way too long editing videos, and then once you film a whole piece of content, you sort of forget that you need to get home, transfer the files to your editing software, edit it, export it, which takes hours, upload it, which takes hours, and then it's checked by the, powers that be as to whether you've made any infringements and if it needs to be cut or flagged for anything. All of that takes time. And then it's like several hours after the fact that your thing is live. And by that time, a lot of your kind of, potential views and all that stuff is out the window because whatever it is you were talking about is long, long in the past in terms of the internet, a few hours. So this time we're going live straight away, which means that this video will be available forever, live immediately after the stream. I just push a button and there it is. So no more need to edit with these live videos. So Asenblut is saying, bleib dran, stay strong. Dein Deutsch ist prima und wie du den deutschen Akzent imitierst, finde ich klasse. Thank you, man. Vielen Dank. I really appreciate it, man. I think I've heard a lot of the Germans speaking English and really trying, with the not quite yet great pronunciation. So I can do quite a good imitation. I'm also I don't know if anyone who's in this knows this. I'm a stand-up comedian and I do a lot of impressions and voices. I've worked as a voice actor, so that's also why I'm quite good at the imitation thing. Um, it's amazing though when you speak to a German and they have a perfect English, like they've worked in the UK or in Australia or America, or maybe they've just watched a lot of TV, listened to a lot of rap. I've got a couple of German friends who you might not know that they're not native speakers because it's that good. So that's the goal. You know, I want to get to the point where people don't think immediately, Auslander. They just think, oh, er kann Deutsch. That's the goal. That's the goal. And I will bleib dran. Thank you, Azenblut, for the kind words. Um, so if you haven't liked the stream yet, people, please give it a like. And we're at 27 minutes, 34, 35, 36, 37 for this watch along of Servette versus Chelsea. Servette is in Basel, which is actually not a million miles away from where I am now. It's probably about a 12-hour drive. So there was a part of me that was thinking, maybe I'll just jump in the car and drive there, see if I can get a ticket. But I had to work, a few other things came up, and that wasn't possible. But who knows, maybe if there's a favourable draw in this game, if we get through, hopefully when we get through, then there'll be the chance to go somewhere else in Europe in the next round. We'll see. We'll see. I've got the bug since the Euros. It was just so much fun um, meeting all the fans and watching all the big games here at the Fan Mile in Germany was so much fun, and I really want to go and do that again. Basically, I felt such a sense of FOMO and nostalgia when it all ended. If you want just a quick version of that whole series, I put like a highlights video up not that long ago, a couple of weeks ago, where you can skip using the chapters to all of the best bits of the match. Here we go, Chelsea. I think it's Gui has just got the ball. No, he's lost it. I did a best of that whole series, so you can go and just watch all the best interviews, all the best moments. We had loads of funny moments, loads of crazy things happened. Um, we had a policeman came and did a pickpocketing trick on my bag while I was in the middle of an interview, and turns out it's just the police warning you to take care of your stuff. But I didn't know that, so I got pickpocketed by the Berlin police, which I guess isn't something that you can always say. And they gave me a little keychain and a tap on the wrist and said, you know, be careful. There's pickpockets around. Although I didn't see any. It seemed like a very secure place. Germany is pretty secure generally. Um, so yeah, that was one moment. We had crazy fans from Austria, from um, Holland, man, the Netherlands fans, they took over. We had the absolute takeover when England were in the final. Obviously, they didn't win, but the fans were all there in force. There's so many cool scenes there. We have the Sugar Babes performing on stage. It was just an epic few months, and I'm sad that it's over, to be honest. Um, so here we are. We've got Mark Gui trying to impose himself in the front of the field at the moment. It's nice to see him play. We really want to see him get a goal in this game. You really have to. Same with Mudryk. Mikhailo Mudryk is just not firing yet on all cylinders. Far from it. And Enzo Maresca has been very honest about his assessment of him, saying that he needs to improve, saying that he needs to make better decisions in the final third. Couldn't agree more. A lot of people are giving Enzo Maresca stick. They're saying that he's too harsh and that he's not treating the players well with this kind of very honest feedback. Maybe because I've been living in a place where you get very honest and very direct feedback. I think it's a good thing. I'm glad that he's like this. I'm glad that we're not just appeasing the egos of the players anymore and trying to make a squad for 45 people, which is just impossible. You have to have your favorites and you have to think what's best for your philosophy and what's best for your team. And for whatever reason, Raheem Sterling, Ben Chilwell, these kind of, I wouldn't call them legends, but tried and tested Chelsea players who have not been performing for the last 2 seasons have been pushed out. And it's like, go find another club. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that he's called out Mudryk's decision making in the final third. I think it's a good thing. I think it's only going to benefit the team. I know that it's harsh and it's intense, but sometimes you have to be harsh and intense when you're managing literally billionaires, and you're all trying to press forward and come together as a team. So good for him, I say. And we've just lost connection there on the stream, so I don't quite know what's going on. Okay, it's back. And as I go back, of course, what did we just say? It's 1-1 Servette, and they're breaking through again, and they've so nearly scored again. Oh my God. So it's 3-1 now in aggregate. I missed the goal because the video went down, so I've missed the goal. We might get a replay here. Not good, really not good. We should not be conceding a goal against Servette, even though they're at home. They looked pretty dangerous in the first leg, surprisingly dangerous, and I was a little bit worried that they might score first in this game and make it interesting. We scored first, but now it's 1-1. 43 minutes gone. 43 minutes 11, 43 minutes 12, 13, 14, 1-1, Servette Chelsea, 3-1 on aggregate, 2 Chelsea still. They would have to score twice to make it 3-3, and then I don't know if away goals count because we have an away goal. So does that mean we go through? I'm not sure. If anyone's watching and you know whether we have away goals or not, please please let me know. Indeed, what I might do is when we get to half time, I'm going to reset the stream just so that it doesn't crash again. Make sure everything is working in terms of the connection and so on, and we're going to reset for the second half. So that's what we're going to do. If you're watching right now, sit tight for the break. We're going to reset the stream. I might even just reset it immediately and just go back online, but just to kind of end the stream and have a nice clean stream for the first half. Again, teething problems with the technology, with the whole live streaming thing. I'm new to it, and obviously so is my equipment. At least I didn't spend thousands on this equipment recently for all kinds of other content as well as this. And Servette are attacking, man. 44 minutes 34 to gone in the first half, and they're the ones who are threatening here. They've had another good chance to make it 2-1 now on the night, and luckily it's gone out for a throw-in. So we're our own worst enemies sometimes, Chelsea. I always say that. Um, so much potential, such a good team, and yet just can't seem to get it right, you know. 45 minutes gone, 1 minute of extra time, only 1 minute. So we're going straight into the break, it looks like. Indeed. We are, do you know what, I might even try and I might be able to check everything without ending the stream. Yeah, we are connected. Okay, we don't need to end the stream. So the stream will press on, there will be no break. It looks like it's working. Everything is connected, connection is good. Yeah, we're going to press on. We are going to press on, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing. Thanks once again to Azenblut and Darkfire and Lucas Fire, who've been so nice about my German. Really appreciate it. Really sweet. Everything that you guys said. And it means a lot. It really does. So thank you very much. And thanks to everyone else who's here. Really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream. So we're going into half time now. It is 1-1 on the night. 3-1 to Chelsea versus Servette in the tie. I'm just going to see if I can get a freaking replay of that Servette goal, which I missed because the video went down. I'm going to... here we go. I'm going to just pin a couple of nice comments on here so that we are... just so that everyone knows that Germans said that I spoke good German. Appreciate that. And then, yes, we need to find a goal. Okay, so here we go. The replay is being shown now. It's a nice through ball. It's just really good play. Servette are no slouch, man. It's just good play. and we just get caught out. Badiashile once again. So, very often he's the one that's just not quite at the pace, not quite clicking. I don't know what it is, but yeah, we really need to figure this out for the second half because it's just not on. Can't be losing to Servette. I'm sorry. Respect to all the Servette fans out there, but I'd never heard of this club, and it's uh, definitely nowhere near in terms of the income and how much they've spent on their team and everything. But you've got to respect them. They've played great football across the two legs. They looked very threatening in the first leg. I think when Chelsea were 2-0 up, um, the next five or six shots on goal, really good chances, all came from Servette. So it is what it is. You know, like we can't be complacent in this international competition. It's a European competition, after all. It's not the Champions League, but these are no slouches, man. These are no slouches. So we're gonna press on with this stream during the break. Um, is there another game? Let's have a look at the other scores, see what's going on. So Conference League today, so far we have Astana have gone through. Where is Astana? Astana is in Kazakhstan. So Kazakhstan have a team in the next round of the European Conference League. So that is a rough draw from anyone in Western Europe getting drawn out to Kazakhstan to face Astana. Astana. We've got HJK, which I think is. Oh no, it's not. It's from Finland. So they're through. They're through. On aggregate there. Yep, for sure. We've got Zira, who won 1-0 versus Omonia. Can't spend too long there or you'll faint. But Omonia won that game 6-1 on aggregate. They're from Cyprus. So a nice sunny day out for the fans who end up in Omonia. Next in the competition, we have a 3-1 victory on the night from MFK Ruzomberok. Sorry for the pronunciation there. Ruzomberok. Ruzomberok. Ruzomberok? I'm not sure. Text in, please. From Slovenia. But they lost 4-3 on aggregate to Noah. Noah from Armenia. Noah from Armenia are through. That story's definitely got an arc. So we've got another game that's happened. Paphos, which is also in Cyprus, beat Cluj, who are in Romania. I know that because Chelsea played Cluj not that long ago in living memory. I think it was 2000 and I want to say nine. I think it was Luis Felipe Scolari's short tenure as Chelsea manager. The man with the pinky whistle. He was Portuguese speaking, sorry, Brazilian, but Portuguese speaking. And when he was asked, I remember in the press conference what he thinks about the team Cluj, he said, listen, they've got like 12 Brazilians, so I know them really well. And I've studied that team very well. That's what I know about Cluj. We've got Pax from Hungary lost 3-0 and therefore 5-2 on aggregate versus ML Boleslav from the Czech Republic. So they're through. Big day out in the Czech Republic. The New Saints from Wales won 3-0 on aggregate against Lithuania based, bloody hell, that's going to be hard to pronounce, Panevėžys. So big day out in Wales for any fans going to that game. And then there's a bunch of other games happening right now as we speak. Big teams playing right now. Panathinaikos versus Lens, two teams that we're used to seeing in the Europa League, even the Champions League. I think Panathinaikos, Olympiakos have made big strides in the past. Lens is winning that tie at the moment. We've got Scottish giants, if you will, Kilmarnock, 1-0 at home against Copenhagen. That's a pretty big result. They only lost 2-0 away, so if they can get another goal, that one goes to extra time. 60 minutes on the clock. Um, we've got Heidenheim from Germany. They are 3-1 up on aggregate against Haken or Haken from Sweden. Um, that means that it's a big day out in Germany for whoever goes against them. We've got Puskas Academia, known for their amazing goals, 3-3 on aggregate with Fiorentina. So that's a big game, man. That's a big game. Do not sleep on the Conference League, ladies and gentlemen. Do not sleep on the Conference League. Legia Warsaw are 2-0 up on aggregate against Drita. And yeah, it's all happening, people. It's all happening. This game's exciting. So it's 107th minute, uh, which means that we're deep into extra time. Um, it's Trabzonspor, who I think won the league in Turkey either last season or the one before. Had a lot of fans celebrating that here, versus FC St. Gallen from Switzerland. And that's 108 minutes, 1-1 on aggregate. So 1-1 on the night, 1-1 on aggregate, which makes me think that away goals don't count in this competition. I still don't know if that's true, and I probably should know because it could become a factor in the Chelsea game. Um, yeah. What else is going on in these games? It's still 1-1 there. We've got some highlights being played right now of Galatasaray against Young Boys. Was that today? That must have been yesterday. Let's have a look. Yesterday. No, also not. Galatasaray versus Young Boys. Whenever that happened, um, I think it was maybe on, must have been a Tuesday? Can it be? Yes, it was the Champions League qualifying on Tuesday, and Young Boys won that 4-2 on aggregate. So Galatasaray are out of the Champions League. Um, Indeed. So, I'm going to turn the volume down on my screen. We are here. We're in the break. We've got a guy on the Swiss-French stream who looks a little bit like a kind of Swiss Fred Flintstone, I would say. He gives me that kind of vibe. He's, you know, a beautiful silver fox, if you will, and a lot of hand gesticulations in the French vernacular, as you were. So he's telling us now something. I'm not sure what he's saying. We're going to a commercial break now, and that's it. So we're still in the stream. We're still live. The match is going to restart very soon. Let's see what these other scores are, whether they're coming in. Trabzonspor are still 1-1 against FC St. Gallen. Actually, to be fair, I might try and watch the end of that because that sounds very exciting. We're in the deep extra time. It's a big team, a very well supported team in Trabzonspor at home. So that's probably going to be very heated, very heated. So let's click towards there and see what's going on. So we've got the game up now through the official channels, obviously, and it is indeed 1-1 on aggregate, 109 minutes played. Are we in extra time? We must be in extra time, as in 30 minutes of extra time. So Trabzonspor are taking a free kick in a very threatening position, about 35 yards, 33 yards out. FC St. Gallen are from Schweiz, Switzerland, and no one's gonna. Oh my giddy aunt, he's hit the bar. What a great free kick that was. Unlucky from the Turkish team. They've got the ball in the box there, flicking it out to the right, to the left. back and forth, up and down, and still got the ball in the second, in the final third. It's crossed in. Any goal in this game would surely put this tie to bed, you would think. 110 minutes played. FC St. Gallen cannot get out of their own area here. It's all Trabzonspor. I'm gonna plug that bit of equipment back in. Um, Stream seems to be good. We're live. Everything is solid. Um, and it's another great chance and a very narrow miss for Trabzonspor. This is this is drama. This is do not sleep on the Conference League. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. If Chelsea fans want to keep singing "We won it all," we need to win this competition. And at the moment, we're drawing. So, I mean, on the night, at least not overall. Um, Going to keep my eye on the other game to see when the Chelsea game is kicking off. Has it kicked off yet? No, it hasn't. So we can stay on this. It's still 1-1. We've got a player down injured. 111th minute, 23 seconds, 24 seconds, 25 seconds on the clock. And I recognise that player. I wonder what his name is. The striker for Trabzonspor. Looks familiar. We've got Trezeguet playing for them. I wonder if he's related to the Trezeguet from the late 90s, early 2000s. Great player he was. We've got some medical attention here, and it's still the 111th minute. So, indeed, all to play for in this tie. The Trabzonspor fans are jumping, they're bouncing, they're absolutely going crazy, supporting their team. They really took over when they won the league here in Germany. That was hugely celebrated. A lot of parties happened because of that win. So a big club with lots of fans, and they won the league not that long ago. I think the season before last. So here we go. It's now FCSG on the counter. 7 minutes to go. And it's a corner for them. Can they nick this at the death in Turkey? That would be really, really intense, really crazy. So let's see. They've got a corner. They're taking it now. Still half time in the Chelsea game. Probably at least a few minutes. I reckon we can watch the end of this and just catch the drama. Maybe a cheeky penalty shootout. It looks like, ladies and gentlemen, the away goal doesn't mean anything because unless it went to extra time at 0-0 and then both teams scored in extra time, then the away goal rule wouldn't matter. I don't know, I'm confusing myself. Can someone please tell me if the away goal rule is a thing in the Conference League? That would be really handy because it's kind of impairing my ability to enjoy or to watch these games. So, okay, good chance there, but they're now being broken on the counter. Trabzonspor is moving forward. They've lost the ball in midfield, and it's the big defender from FCSG from Switzerland. He's put the ball in. They're in the box. He's shot, and it's a good save. It's a good save. Saved very well there by the keeper. And foul conceded. Trabzonspor have the ball again. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to look it up. Is the away goal rule in the Conference League? No. Champions League away goals rule. So, I remember this in 2021, UEFA abolished the away goals tiebreaker, right? It hasn't been in the Champions League since then. And yep, it looks like it's not a part of this. So um, whether or not this was 1-1 after 90 minutes or before 90 minutes, it's irrelevant. The score is the score. There is no away rule. You heard it here last, actually, not first, last. So the Chelsea match has re-kicked off. There is 1-1 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate. Um, we're going to have both games on because we don't want to miss anything in this very exciting, very exciting tie. Trabzonspor versus FC St. Galli. So we're going to keep that going for sure. Um, we've got the Chelsea game as well here for all to see, and make sure that we're not going to miss too much of that while we are watching the other game and its conclusion. In fact, yeah, we can have both. We can have both. Why not have both? Why not have both, ladies and gentlemen? So, Servette defending well there. They managed to block the Chelsea attack. We've got Trabzonspor with another free kick close to the box. Can they nick it? It's a great free kick, but it's headed away by the wall. So we're going to put this here, and we're going to put this here. Okay. Indeed, indeed. So we've got both games on. We have anyone who's tuning in now, we've got Trabzonspor. Just because it's an exciting game, it's gone to extra time. I'm interested to see who's going to go through in this game. It is 1-1 on aggregate and on the night. And it seems to be a little bit all Trabzonspor attacking at the moment. It's going to go to penalties if it stays like this, I would imagine. Unless there's some wild and wacky conference rules that I don't know about, which is very possible. So we've now got both games completely watchable through, of course, only the legitimate sources. And indeed, here we are. So it's 118 minutes gone in the Trabzonspor game, and St. Gallois are breaking here. The keepers managed to save it, and it's 47 minutes, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48 in the Chelsea game, second half, recently kicked off, 2.5 minutes in, and it's Madueke kicking for the right-hand side. It's a beautiful flick up to himself, and then Nkunku does an overhead kick from the edge of the box, inside the box. It's gone just wide, but really nice improvised play there from Nkunku, and a lovely ball from Madueke. Madueke's just been the breakout player so far this season. We've only had a couple of games, but he's been really impressive. He absolutely binned Wolves on Instagram, said that their town is awful, publicly denounced them as a crap place, and then went up to Wolves, went up to Molineux, and dunked 3 goals, a hat trick on them. That is mental. And he scored a hat trick before Rashford or Saka did. Hashtag just saying. So, big moves being made by Madueke. 119th minute in the other game, and it looks very much to me like that's going to go to penalties. So, Chelsea are playing it out from the back here. We've got the centre backs passing it to each other. Badiashile, and if it still is, I think it is. Let's see if there's any subs. It is Tosin Adar Adarabio. I've been saying Adarabio, but I'm not sure if that's correct. Adarabio Bioyo Adarabioyo Adarabioyo. That sounds better. Adarabioyo Tosin. How about that? Tosin. It does also say that on his shirt. So, do we have any? There were no substitutions, I think, in the half. Same team came out for the second half. We've got Disasi, Badiashile, and Tosin in the back line. And then we've got uh, Renata Vega, Dewsbury Hall, Fernandez, Madueke, Christopher Nkunku, Mikhaila Mudryk, and Mark Gui in the second half as well. So it's 1-1. Chelsea are breaking now. It's a great ball, and he's managed to control it. He's got a chance here, and he's slipped. He has slipped. He did really well to get the flick on. He did really well to control it, Mark Gui. But unfortunately, couldn't quite keep his balance. It's broken now very kindly, though, to Madueke. Nice 1-2. He's been shepherded out of the box by the Servette player, and Servette now can break. They're no slouches, these guys. They're decent footballers, and they're playing well. They're playing like a team. They're breaking now, and the Tosin has had to kick it back to Luke Sanchez, who hits it on the volley to Nkunku, who wins a free kick on the right hand side by the middle of the pitch. The other game has gone to penalties. I think the game is over. Regulation time and extra time is over. Trabzonspor, FCSG from Switzerland, 1-1. So that game is going to penalties. Who's going to hold their nerve? Okay, so we've got uh, the Servette keeper is now on the ball. He's quite far out into the pitch, and he's got the ball up to the striker. They lost possession, but then got it back. So it's now Servette in attack in the midfield. They're into the box. He flicks it in, and it's gone out for a corner. It's defended for a corner by Enzo. Good defending, and we've conceded a corner. So we're only 2 goals to the good. They've taken it quickly. They've flicked it over, and it's a really great corner, well worked. Chelsea have managed to get it out. Mikhailo Mudryk with some good defending, and he's breaking now. Surely he's got the minerals. He's breaking. It's 2-on-2. He's way faster than the defender. He's gone round him, and he can't quite get the shot away or get the penalty. And this is Mudryk in a nutshell. Unbelievable pace, technical ability, agility, all there, but just not quite that cutting edge, not quite that decision making when it counts. You could just see that he didn't quite know what he had to do. He flicked it a little bit too far ahead of himself to beat the defender, which he did, but it gave the keeper enough time to come out and close the angle down and concede a corner, which is better than conceding a goal. Again, Mikhailo Mudryk, you really need to score today to make this worth your while, mate. This is a really good chance against so-called lesser opposition, who I'm not willing to say are lesser, in fact. Um, so it's a deep corner all the way out to the right-hand side. We've still got the ball. It's now in the box. It's been flicked into Madueke, who got a shot on target and it's defended very well. It's broken out to the left-hand side now, and back inside to Mudryk. Mudryk's in the box. He's given the ball away. Um, the pressure is still on. The players are um, still there. We're still in the final third here. I'm going to. I hope we're still live. I think we are. Yes, everything's to be good. Everything seems to be good. This is a 1 hour live stream now. It's been really fun doing this with you guys. So Servette are playing the ball out from the back, and they've just gone long into the midfield. Their striker's done really well to head it down, but Chelsea have got the ball back. The other game has gone to penalties. We've got a penalty shootout. Trabzonspor against this FCSG from Switzerland. I do like watching a penalty shootout when you're neutral. It's fun because the nerves don't really matter. So here we are. We've got Madueke breaking on the right hand side again. Pass it to Nkunku. Nkunku's looked very lively in this game. Nkunku all the way back out to the defence, and now we're just doing Maresca ball. Start again. more movement, more transitions. It's almost like a boxer just trying to get that flinch to happen so that you can attack and double up. It's a really interesting way of playing football. I'm so happy that we're doing this and we're not doing potch ball, which was the most frustrating, negative, defensive, confusing football I've ever watched as a Chelsea fan, and that's saying something. I've seen horrific managers manage this club with ridiculous tactics. I would say, I mean, is it the worst I've ever seen? AVB was pretty bad. AVB was pretty bad. I remember a 4-1 loss to West Brom. I remember several games just getting absolutely hammered in that ridiculously short spell. Um, no one really has a lot of fondness for Benitez, although he wasn't not successful. He always had to come out with an orange red tie, though. I just never understood that. And that's like similar to Poch. He just didn't want to endear himself to the fans. He was very much saying, "I'm the intermediate. This is not my team. These are not my fans." And he was just playing these weird formations. We'd go 1-0 up at home against a much weaker team, and he'd be taking off the striker and putting on a defender. And you're like, "What? What are you doing, man? Go for the jugular." This is not what we do. This is not the idea of our club to take our foot off the gas. No. Unless you're John Obi Mikel and you're coming on to wrap it up, no one else is allowed to do that. And you saw it. We went 4-2 up against Wolves and he went for the jugular. He brought on Felix and then Felix scored. That's what we should be doing. He was way too defensive, Pochettino. So first pen is taken and it's buried by Trabzonspor at home. They've just scored that pen, the first pen of the penalty shootout. Yeah, thank goodness we no longer have Pochettino. I was vocal about that on this channel. I was in the minority. I think I still am in the minority of fans who did not want him to stay. I wasn't necessarily disappointed when we appointed him. I was happy that, relatively happy. I gave him a chance, and he just wasn't very good. It took him 30 games to get off the ground. He screwed up way too many times for me to support him. And just because you had a good last 6 games doesn't mean that you should get guaranteed a next season. We could have easily made top four if we'd just been a bit more meticulous about man management, game management in that season. And nightmare. I'm really glad Maresca's in. So far, so good. Both teams have scored. It was a really um, casual penalty from St. Gallen there in their first pen. I'm just emotionally tied to this game now. We watched the end of it. Let's watch the shootout at the same time as the Chelsea match. That is 1-1 still, 58 minutes on the clock, 58:09, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, in case you're watching and you want to watch it together. Wow, another brilliant pen. So 2-1 now. All pens scored so far from both teams. Trabzonspor are 2-1 up. And Kunku here has won the ball deep and has been fouled by the Servette player. Could be a yellow card here. That was quite a rough tackle. That guy looks a lot like Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, the number 5 for Servette. If you're watching this game, you'll know exactly what I mean. Wow, he looks just like him. Okay, so Trabzonspor are 2-2 now with St. Gallen. It's 2-2, 4 fantastic penalties. Is it just me, or are penalties generally getting better? People are getting better at taking penalties and at holding their nerve. It's rarer to see the skied, absolutely useless penalty that you would often see in the past. I feel like that was always a factor. Like 1 or 2 people in each team would just absolutely welly it over the bar. You don't see that as much. You see people burying penalties 9 times out of 10 in the top leagues. So here we go. This is 3-2 to make it 3-3-2, 4-2. Now what is it now? 4-3. That is now. It's either 3-2 or 4-3 to Trabzonspor. Chelsea are playing it in the midfield. Good possession so far. Have absolutely controlled the second half. 15 minutes gone. We've just hit the 60th minute. 04, 05, 06, 07, 08, 09, 10. We're breaking now in some space. The passing has made the space appear. Madueke on the right hand side cuts into his left, stays on his right now, flicks it in with his right, and it was again. Oh, was it that Dewsbury Hall? Dewsbury Hall coming in. St Gallen have just scored another pen. Dewsbury Hall there, not able to get on the end of it, and Servette are breaking. They're all the way at the other end, but it's an offside. So still 3-1, half an hour to go. Very impressed with Servette and somewhat unimpressed with Chelsea, I must say, a little bit tonight. Not clinical. Um, they've just had a very unlucky offside call. Servette, he was miles onside. It's absolute nonsense that was given. He was about 2 yards onside. Making some subs now with half an hour to go. Hello to the people who are in the stream. What's up? What's up? Say hello. Tell us who you are, where you're from, if you're enjoying the content. So this penalty shootout has been really exciting. Everyone has scored 5-4 to Trabzon for sudden death. I'm pretty sure they'll need to score this. It's been 9 brilliant penalties so far. Let's see what happens next. So, no, it's actually 4-3, my mistake. Not sudden death. 4-3 to Trabzonspor. St Gallen are taking a pen now. So we've got three players coming on. We've got George, Caicedo, and Jackson coming on for Chelsea, for Madueke, Fernandez, and Mark Gui. So, big change, completely different dynamic. Mudryk is staying on. Mudryk has another 30 minutes to do something in this game to try to impress. Will he be able to do it? I don't know. You don't know. St Gallen have scored. It's 4-4 in that penalty shootout. And Nicholas Jack looking really smart in the new second kit. It looks brilliant. I bought it myself. I know it's a little bit more pink than I was expecting. I thought it was more kind of white and cream, but it looks smart. I really like it. And I've also got, I must say, the third kit as well. The punk scene, Chelsea punk scene inspired third kit. And Trabzonspor have missed their fifth penalty. He also looks very familiar, that guy. Um, the third kit is from the Chelsea inspired punk era. A lot of people say that this punk scene itself started in Chelsea, not far from the stadium. It's completely different there now. The only thing punk is turning up in your, uh, you know, international plate Ferrari that you've shipped over from overseas. Um, But believe it or not, the punk scene originated there, at least partly in Chelsea. And the third kit is really smart, a really smart nod to it. And I can't believe it, St Gallen have nicked it. They've won that penalty shootout 5-4 in Trabzonspor. Their fans are going absolutely crazy. And it is a death silence there. Absolutely unbelievable scenes. I'm glad we watched the end of that game. But now let's close it. Congratulations to St Gallen in Switzerland. We'll go back full screen to the Chelsea, and it is 1-1 still. 30 minutes to go, roughly. 27 of regulation, plus a little bit of extra time. Jackson's been hacked down. He's holding his throat from a foot tackle. It seemed quite heavy. He's given a yellow card. I'd like to see it again. Looks like he's in pain. David Dulin on the Servette team has been given a yellow card. 64 minutes gone and 30 seconds. 31, 32, 33. Yeah, he caught him late there. He caught him late. It's not a malicious one. It's not too bad. But it's a yellow. Definite yellow. And yes, come what may in this stream, hopefully Chelsea get through. And I had my German complimented by three Germans in this stream tonight. I can go to bed happy, feeling good, feeling dank, and life is good. So hopefully Chelsea can see this out. It is 25 minutes to go in regulation time. Servette need to score twice to take this to extra time. I wouldn't put it past them scoring a goal, but you would bloody well hope that they don't get two. What we really need is Mudryk or one of these guys to pop up and just put this game to bed. That would be good, and would be really great to see something like that. Here he is, Mudryk on the right, on the left-hand side. He tricks past the defender, does really well, and he gets the ball in. Fair play, it's defended well, but that was good from Mudryk. That was much better. Here we've got Badiashile fronting up the Servette player. We're high pressing. I love this. This high press, the Maresca high press on fleek. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. We've got that impetus to get the ball back as quickly as possible when we lose it in the final third. I love it. That gave us, I think, 3 of the goals at Wolves at the weekend, and Servette are breaking here, and it's been kicked out by Caicedo, mopping up for a throw-in deep in the Chelsea half. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie. A little bit nervous. Servette are looking good. They're attacking. They're doing really well. Um, this is essentially like a corner because they've got a long throw. So the long throw's in. It's been well headed by Nkunku, but oddly backwards. And it's kind of 6s and 7s at the back here. The keeper must have called that, but the defender didn't hear it, so he's just hoofed it up. And Nicholas Jackson is now challenging the Servette player. They've had it coming together, but it's not been given as a foul. Nicholas Jackson now running into the box. He's tricked past 3 defenders there. He did really well, and then he just fell over. A little bit Jackson-esque, although he's done a lot more in a Chelsea top than people give him credit for, and certainly a lot more than Mudryk so far. But that's it. Not that quite cutting edge in that final third. Not quite what... It's just something not quite clicking there. Although I do love him as a player, I love his attributes, and I think he's going to be a very important player for this team in the long run. Renato Vega passing it out here to Mudryk on the left. Mudryk has got the ball again. He flicks it back inside. We've got Dewsbury Hall, Badiashile, Renato Vega playing some triangles. It's spread wide out on the right-hand side to Madueke, who's on the right, and he's flicked in from his right to his left. It's gone out for a corner. Good defending there by the Servette defender, and it's a corner to Chelsea. 23 minutes gone, so it's 67, 48, 49, 50 if you're watching along. Could that have been offside? Also, that was George, not Madueke. Sorry, Madueke's been subbed. George Washington, I think that is on the pitch. And Servette have a goal kick here. They have taken the goal kick, really well challenged. And it's 22 minutes now gone. Chelsea are through to the next round as it stands. Can they hold on to this? Is there going to be some kind of a weird outcome here? I really hope not. But let's watch the end of the game before we get complacent. So, Servette are pressing forward again, and it's a silly foul given away in the middle of the park by Caicedo. He does jump in with a lunge once in a while, a rash challenge. They've taken it quickly. Servette are now in the box on the left-hand side, flicked it back, but Nkunku mops up, gets it out to George on the right, who has a nice one, a nice pass to Caicedo. Caicedo now in some space, flicks it forward. It's a long ball down the channel towards Jackson. He picks it up on the left-hand side. Nicholas Jackson fronting the defender, and it's gone out for a Servette throw. Okay, so Servette, loads of Chelsea fans in the home end. It's hilarious, like hundreds of them. You just see these blue shirts dotted around. It's brilliant. It's a proper takeover. So Servette are now doing a 1-2. They're flicking it themselves down the right-hand channel. Once again, on the overlap, It's 2-on-2 here. They've got the ball in the box, and it's gone out for a corner. Again, I'm feeling nervous. This is not good. It's good if you're a Servette fan. It's good if you're a neutral, but it's not good if you're Chelsea, man. This is really not good. We're leaky in defence. We had two defenders there. Well, um, two a midfielder and a defender unable to clear their lines, and the Servette striker there almost snuck in and almost got a cheeky goal, but it's gone out for a corner. They've taken the corner. It's been cancelled. The ref's going to have a word with Disasi, and indeed, I want to know something. Yeah, no, the lineup is correct. Forgot Disasi was playing. That's probably not a good thing, is it? Um, Servette are once again. They flicked it in from the byline. It's a volley. It's a decent shot from Servette. I can't believe it. They're getting right back into this game. It's 1-1. Hello to the people in the stream. Please tell us where you're from, what you're all about. Give us a wave. Tell us what language you speak. And indeed, it's the Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank lookalike who's once again taken a really good shot and almost scored there. Greetings to the person who's just joined the stream. Tell us where you're from. Say hello. Give us a wave. We're watching the Servette Chelsea match, but we're also just blabbering on about other stuff. We spoke a lot today about German language, English language, learning languages. It's been a very all over the place stream in terms of the content. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And Servette have scored. We've been waiting for this. It's been coming. I told you this was going to happen. I said I felt nervous 2 or 3 times. Servette have scored. Enzo has scored, but not Enzo Fernandez, Enzo Crivelli. It's 3-2 on aggregate, 2-1 on the night. We are losing to Servette, ladies and gentlemen. We are losing to a team, with all due respect, who sound like a dining room accessory. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a fantastic goal. They've absolutely deserved it. They should have scored in the first leg. They've been brilliant across the two ties. And Enzo, I can't remember his last name, but Enzo has scored for them. His luscious locks flying in the air. And it is 2-1 to Servette on the night. They are winning. So here comes the big gun. He's putting on Cole Palmer with 17 minutes to go. Mikhailo Mudryk is going off. Not a good showing from Mudryk. Once again disappointing. No end products, no decision making, all attributes, all potential, but that's not good enough when push comes to shove. It's 2-1 to Servette. We're 3-2 up on aggregate, which means just one goal. One goal from Servette, and this game goes to extra time and potentially penalties. If we get eliminated from this competition by Servette, I'm sorry, that is a disgrace. That is an absolute disgrace. Nicholas Jackson here on the nice turn puts the ball out wide. It doesn't quite reach Palmer. We've put Palmer on because I think he's worried. He's really worried. We are too leaky in defence. We're decent going forward. This Chelsea team, even last season, was scoring goals. The problem is our defence. We are so leaky, and he's not put a full, let's say, his first team defenders out tonight, because you would think in the Conference League you can shake it up a bit and give some more minutes to other players. But so leaky, man. So leaky, not sure. 74 minutes gone and 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds, just in case you want to sync up. It is still 2-1 to Servette. This is not good. We are one goal away from potentially going to extra time, and Servette have the ball. They've crossed it in. It's a brilliant cross. They've got a player on the back post, and it's been headed out for a corner. Servette are the ones attacking. It's 2-1 to Servette on the night, and they've got a corner. Ladies and gentlemen, this is creeping up on becoming a little bit of a joke. Their fans are going wild behind the goal. They're lighting flares. They're going crazy. They flicked it in, and they've just absolutely fluffed a chance to score, to take this to extra time. Oh my gosh. They've taken it short, and no one is covering the short corner. No one is there. And the only reason that they haven't scored is because he skied it and the defender got a... Thank you, Palmer, for now covering the short corner. No one was there. That's it. When we're leaking goals, we are leaking goals, ladies and gentlemen, and we give away a corner with 15 minutes to go when they are searching for a goal and no one is covering the short corner. It's absolute madness. So it's come in, and it's been decently cleared there, and at least we can take a breath here. Servette still have the ball. They're playing it around. He's definitely onside, I think. Deep into the corner flag, Servette have the ball. Palmer is putting pressure on him. It's a decent cross and a flick, and it's gone to the goalkeeper. Thank goodness. So, everyone take a breath. For now, it's still 2-1 to Servette on the night. A little bit embarrassing to be losing a game to a team who, I'm sorry, again, respect to any Servette fans out there, but no one had heard of this team before this tie. They've been impressive, they've been solid, they came to play, they're playing good football, they've got decent players, a great fan base, super loud, and they're making life very difficult for Chelsea. Not good, not good. So, Chelsea are breaking now. We have Caicedo in the middle of the pitch. 1-2 there. Palmer has the ball on the right hand side, cuts inside onto his favourite left foot. Cruyff turn into Nkunku. Nkunku down to Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall to Jackson. And it's a goal for Chelsea. Nicholas Jackson scores, but it might be offside. It might be offside. It's been given offside. I don't know if they have VAR. Is that a thing? Is VAR a thing in the Conference League? Ooh, that is tight. But I think he's offside by millimeters. I think he might be offside. I think he might be offside, but they're not checking it. I don't know if there's a VAR. There is no VAR, it looks like, or at least they're not checking it. If there is VAR, I'm going to check it out. Is there VAR in the Conference League? They are checking it? They are checking it. He's being told to stop. VAR Conference League. Will have VAR. There is VAR. That's why they've stopped. They are checking it. They are checking it. And it's been given as offside. I thought it was this close, but it is offside. It is offside. Servette are making a change now. Von Moos coming on. Von Moos. What a name. Von Moos. Von Moos is coming on for Kutesa. 78 minutes gone and 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds, 12 seconds in case you want to sync up with my stream. It's 2-1 to Servette on the night, 3-2 to Chelsea on aggregate. Anything but going through would be an absolute disgrace. Losing this and going through is a little bit embarrassing, I'm not going to lie, but not the end of the world. It's not the first team all the way, although there are plenty of good players on this pitch that should be putting a game like this to bed. Mudryk, slightly hang your head in shame. I'm sorry, mate, but we need more from you. Here we are. Servette have the ball in the middle of the park. They seem to be very comfortable on the ball. They're playing it around. They've got it to their left winger. The left winger's pressing forward now. He's been allowed to step into the box and get a shot off. No one is really pressing him there. No one is really pressing him. Servette have the ball again. It's broken down to the left-hand side. Acres of space. He's got a long time to get across in. He does. Chested in the box. And it's a humongous shot from the number 5. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, lookalike, once again, skies it. Thank goodness. Because if that had been on target, that would have been a problem. And again, Servette with another half chance. It's disheartening, man, to see this. This is really like not what you want. They've just shown the replay there, and they've drawn the lines. He was a step offside, to be fair, closer than I thought. not as close as I thought. I thought it was only millimeters. It was a little bit more than that. So Palmer now trying to do an interplay with Jackson. Jackson's got the ball on the right hand side, passes it to Palmer. Palmer's inside. Well tackled there by the defender, and Servette have the ball, and they're breaking, and it's 4-on-4 at the moment. Servette coming out wide. They've got the ball. Chelsea players are now getting back. Decent flick into the box, and it's broken kindly again for Servette, who now have the ball. Acres of space. Back post. Oh, and he's got another shot on target. Hasselbank lookalike. I should really find out his name. The keeper saved it this time. Jorgensen has saved Chelsea's skin there. My goodness me. Who is that number 5 for Servette? Because he's been all over us. Number 5, Gael Ondua. Gael Ondua from Cameroon. Gael Ondua from Cameroon. He has been solid today. Absolutely solid. Good player. Coming up with all kinds of chances, man. Servette out of nowhere. These guys. So 9 minutes to go. 81 minutes and 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds. 2-1 to Servette on the night. 3-2 to Chelsea on aggregate. And as a Chelsea fan, I am nervous. I'm getting more and more nervous. This is not good. You were hoping that this half a second team, it's half a second team, half a first team, could do something today and really use this almost as a stepping point to try and get forward in this season, to cement your name on the team sheet for the next game. And it's just been not like that at all. Since the first goal at the beginning of the match, it's been very even. There's been periods of time where Chelsea have controlled the ball, but there have been periods of time where it has been all Servette, and they've done really, really, really well. Surprisingly well. Their manager's rubbing his head in angst that they didn't score there. The number 5, Onoa, did really well. Jorgensen kicks the ball long. Jackson up for the header, challenges it well, and now we have a battle of headers in midfield. Caicedo mopping up, flips it nicely out to Nkunku. Nkunku tries to go over the top to Jackson. It's defended very well, but we've still got the ball here. It's broken into Nkunku. He's going down the middle. He's being pulled. Palmer's in the box, surely now. He's hit the bar. Cole Palmer hits the underside of the bar. It seemed easier for him to... As soon as you see Cole Palmer going in one-on-one on his left foot, you just assume goal. He's timed his run perfectly. He's flicked it really nicely. A deft touch, but not deft enough. It's flicked up and it's hit the underside of the bar. Oh, just a little bit too much mustard on that one. I think it bobbled as well just as he struck it. Cole Palmer with a very, very unfortunate miss, and it's still 2-1 to Servette with 7 minutes to go now in regulation time. Cole Palmer has the ball on the right-hand side, flicks it inside to Caicedo. Caicedo back to Palmer. It's a nice attempt, but it's read well by the defender, and Servette clear. The keeper passes it in the middle to the midfielder. He gets it to the left-hand side, and it's now again like 4 or 5 on 5. Servette are attacking, Chelsea are retreating. Servette have the ball on the right-hand side. It's a nice interplay between two players in our box now. They're just outside the box. It's flicked into the back post. Well defended. Ooh, dangerous ball in from the left to the right-hand side this time. This guy again, Onuoa, he's been unbelievable, but it's gone out wide for a throw-in. I'm exhausted, man, and there's still 6 minutes to go in the stream. It's long. This is long. I think Chelsea are already wasting time. Renato Vega's been given a yellow card for taking too long on the throw-in. We're deep inside our own half, throwing the ball in, wasting time with 5 minutes to go against Servette. It's the sign of the times at the moment. We are a team in transition. We saw the best of Chelsea against Wolves, and today we're seeing a little bit of the worst of it, unfortunately. So, Servette are making a sub. 5 minutes to go. Plenty of Chelsea fans in the home end, even wearing their tops. I see an Arsenal fan in the home end at Servette versus Chelsea. Scenes, man, scenes. We've got Dewsbury Hall heading battle in the midfield. It's broken out to Caicedo, who puts in Jackson. Jackson coming in from the left-hand side. It's 3-on-3. Loads of space in the middle for Nkunku, but he can't beat the first defender. Once again, disappointing from Chelsea today in the final third. It's broken out to this guy, Onua, number 5. He's flicked it out to the left winger. He's had a coming together with the defender there, Disasi. No foul. Or was it a foul? I think it's been given a foul. I thought it was shoulder to shoulder. Yep, it's been given a foul. So Servette have an attacking... Oh, no, it's not been given a foul. It's a throw-in. Servette have an attacking throw-in deep into the Chelsea half. 5 minutes to go. And that number 5 has thrown it long. Keeper's come out and just commanded the area. That's what you want from your keeper. That's what you want from your cat. A guest meow from the kitty sitting next to me on this stream, and Enzo Maresca's eyebrows could not be higher on his head. This guy is also nervous, just like me. Another bald, bearded, nervous man with the Chelsea crest on his chest. We have that in common tonight. Enzo, so we're trying to play out the back here. Intricate play to get out of the tight space there. That was good. Renato Vega's in midfield. He's done well to keep the ball. He's slipped and still kept the ball really good. And Nkunku now passes to Palmer. Palmer takes his time, goes all the way back to Disasi, and we're keeping the ball. Renato Vega is now dispossessed in midfield. We've given the ball away again cheaply. And Servette, we're very lucky to not give away a bit of a chance there or something. Really, really not good. 3 minutes to go, so 87 minutes and 1 and 2 and 3 seconds, just so you can sync up your clocks. Really not good, but it's a throw-in to Disasi on the right-hand side. Long throw. Jackson doesn't get the challenge in for it. Caicedo flicks it forward into space, but it's cleared. And now we have a sort of ping-pong match of people long throwing, long kicking it. It's Washington closing down. He's managed to get a kick on it, but the keeper's managed to clear it, and now Caicedo can mop this up. It's gone to Palmer in heaps of space on the right-hand side. Cole Palmer on his right foot. On his right foot, flicks it in. It's a free header, completely unmarked, and Nkunku cannot get a good connection on it. It flicks out towards the corner flag. That could have easily been a goal. Renato Vega with a long shot, and it's well saved by the keeper, and he managed to spill it, but then also give away a corner. So it's a corner to Chelsea. Renato Vega trying to get his first goal for the club. It's a decent shot, good height for the keeper, and he's just not been able to mop that up, and he's given away a corner. Again, lucky for us. We've got a corner, some time to waste, and maybe to get a goal to try and... Wow, what a fireworks display that is from the home end. That end looks like it's on fire. Red flares, fireworks, everyone's going mental. No wonder these fans have a lot to celebrate. They're winning a match at home against Chelsea. I know it doesn't mean that they're winning on aggregate, but my God. Okay, so Cole Palmer has now just stopped playing. He's now sitting on the ball, just watching what's happening at the other end of the pitch, because this is mental. This is as good as any of the flare and pyro displays I've seen in any European place. They've absolutely gone mental behind the goal there. It's a crazy display. It's a crazy display. That whole end is just on fire, red smoke bellowing into the sky, and I think the players have been told to play on, but how can you play on at a time like this? Okay, we're playing on. So Nkunku takes it short to Palmer. Palmer and Nkunku are at the corner flag, trying to build something slowly, and Palmer's just given the ball away. Palmer has given the ball away. It is now Servette, they're breaking. It's 3v2. Luckily, they've not been able to get that final ball through, and Chelsea can clear their lines, but it's still Servette's ball. Servette have the ball in possession. It's broken now to Chelsea, and now surely 3v2 Chelsea. Cole Palmer on his favourite left foot on the left hand side. Can he put someone in? Can he do something himself? He's flicked it forward, and it's defended by the keeper. The keeper picks the ball up. We've got 6 minutes of added time coming up. 6 minutes. 6 minutes to go. 90 minutes are gone. We're into added time. 6 minutes of injury time. 20, 21, 22 seconds into injury time. It's a foul to Chelsea in the middle of the pitch. It is now squeaky bum time. This is going to the wire, ladies and gentlemen. You might think this should have been an easy win. You might think that we should be 4 or 5-0 up on aggregate. We're not. We are 1 goal up on aggregate, and this is on a knife's edge. The Servette fans are going crazy. This could go any way. We don't know what's going to happen. Disasi passes the ball to Palmer. Palmer flicks it on to Jackson. Jackson does really well to go around the defender, but the defender does well to get the ball back. And now he is running forward. Jackson's putting pressure on him, but Servette managed to get the ball through. They're bombing down the left-hand side now. I think that's Caicedo mopping up there. Really well done, but he's lost the ball now. It's just scrappy. It's a scrappy end to this game. Caicedo's got the ball deep into our half. He's almost given a goal kick away, a corner away, but he's managed to get it forward. Palmer has the ball. Caicedo's gone down injured. Drewsbury Hall is now breaking in midfield. Flicks it out to Washington on the left-hand side, who cuts inside, stretches the ball, and passes it all the way out to Palmer on the right. Palmer is now on the right-hand side. He's trying to slow the ball down. He's trying to show a little bit of class. Him and Nkunku are doing a nice 1-2. Palmer is now through on goal. He's managed to get it to Jackson at the back post. Surely now Jackson's shot is saved. Jackson's shot is saved. It is saved from Nicholas Jackson. So 92 minutes gone. 2 minutes of injury time played. Chelsea are through again. Nkunku with a defended shot. Palmer now in acres of space. On his left foot. He's just silked around everyone. And he's almost managed to get a shot off, but couldn't quite. The goalkeeper now clears it. Absolutely hoofs it up. Their striker, who just scored a goal, first name Enzo, tries to get his head on it. He can't, but Servette have the ball in midfield. All the Chelsea defenders are back. We've got 7 defenders now in the back. The cat is making a guest appearance on the show very soon. I can feel it. He's on my lap. And 3 minutes to go now. The nerves are increasing. Servette have the ball. All Chelsea players are back. They've flicked it into the box, and the keeper's come out to get it. He's punched it, but couldn't quite get hold of it. Servette now have the ball on the left-hand side. Loads of space to cross. He's flicked it inside. They've got the ball in the box. He's curled it, and he's so unlucky to go wide. Servette have almost just nicked a goal right at the end to take this to extra time. Thank goodness that they didn't manage to, and it's gone just wide with the curler from inside the box. They're number 8. It's half a foot wide. That was so close to going in, and that would have been an absolute nightmare. We've had quite a few chances today. We really should have eaten our dinner. These guys obviously just weren't hungry. 4 minutes gone now. 2 more minutes to go of injury time. Can we see this out? Can we see out this 2-1 loss to Servette and get through on aggregate? It's a little bit embarrassing, but I would definitely take it. Here we go. Chelsea are now through. Surely Washington on the right-hand side. It's a very tame effort, but it's defended and it's gone out for a corner to Chelsea here on the near side. It is not easy to watch this club. It is just not. It is just not. There are ups and downs, ladies and gentlemen. So, we've got a corner, as I said, 1.5 minutes to go. 4 minutes 33, 34, 35 in the game. Cole Palmer taking the corner short to Nkunku. Nkunku Passes it to Jackson. Jackson to Palmer, and it's another corner. This is good. Running down the clock is a good idea at a time like this. So Palmer taking his time. The Chelsea fans are in good voice. They have not had a lot to cheer on today, and good on them for the long journey out here to watch their team, to watch our team. Cole Palmer then wins a throw in deep into the Servette half. It looks like we're going to run the clock down. This is good. 5 minutes 15 to go of gone in injury time. They're just playing it out in the corner here, and Kunku, Palmer, and Servette have the ball. Can they break? Not at the moment. Disasi steps up really nicely, defends the ball. Washington has the ball on the right hand side. Nice turn from him. Turns back again, and he's just keeping the ball really nicely here, although he gives it away. He gives it away. He doesn't choose to pass. We've got 15 seconds to go, maybe. It's a last chance to hoof it forward for Servette, but they haven't done it. And surely now, 5 minutes 55 on the clock. Is the referee going to blow his whistle? He's blown his whistle. What a relief. Chelsea lose 2-1 away at Servette in the Conference League on the night. Not going to lie, that's a little bit embarrassing. However, we have won the game 3-2 on aggregate. We have won the tie, which means that Chelsea are in the next round. We will be in the draw to see who we face in the Conference League. I certainly hope we can have a better showing, but we're through, I guess. You know, it's a new team. Half the team are not regular starters yet. They're still gelling. I'm seeing a lot of relieved faces on the players and the fans. They're not overly celebrating because they know that this could have been a lot different. With just a few little strokes of luck, we might have gone to extra time here. So many chances not taken, so many strange decisions in the final third, but there we are. Let's stay positive. Chelsea are through to the next round, and it's been fantastic fun doing this first live stream with you guys. Thanks to everyone who joined in today. We had Lucas Fire, we had Dark Fire, we had Azen Blut, we had who else did we have? We had one other person. We had someone from Iran called. Here we go. I want to shout you out because you said hi, and Saren, you said hi in both streams. So hello to everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being part of this, and I'll see you at the next one. Cheers.